So, hello guys, this is Vinita Kumar, and you're watching me on India.com and Bollywood Live. And I want to say something. So, blessed are those who find a partner who's just like them and yet totally opposite of how they are. Same, but different. So, in my Valentine's Day series today, I have with me two people who are absolutely talented in their own fields, look gorgeous together, have raised a beautiful young actor together, and are totally in love with each other. So let's welcome Chunky Pandey and Bhavna Pandey with their wonderful love story. I just couldn't be more excited. So welcome you guys.
Wow.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Thanks, Vinita. Oh my God, I'm waiting to see this love story which you're talking about.
And I have to be honest, during the show, Bollywood Vibes, I didn't have to act at all. But in this interview now, I have to.
No, why? No, absolutely. Like Geeta पर हाथ रख कर कसम खा लीजिए, वो जो भी कहेंगे सच ही कहेंगे, please. So
मेरे सामने एक Vogue magazine पड़ी है, मैं उसके ऊपर
yeah, so
हाथ रख के कसम खा
मैं भावना के ऊपर रख के कहता हूँ
oh my
कि
God.
मैं जो भी कहूँगा, don't believe it 100%.
That's fine, thank God.
So how long has it been? That's what the internet say, that it's been 23 years of marriage. Is that right?
How old is Ananya?
22.
Yeah, so 23 years. We remember anniversary with Ananya's age because she was born exactly 9 months, 16 days after we got married. So whatever age is hers, 1 year more is our number of years.
We've been married.
Yeah. 23 years. So what is the best thing about marriage, just being in a marriage?
I'll let you speak first.
You go. Pehle aap.
I think in a marriage, most important thing genuinely is friendship. That's what I feel. I feel if you can be friends with your partner, then that is the best thing, because, other things are all very, very, they are there, they're important, but they are like not the most important thing. It's very important to have your partner as one of your closest friends.
Right.
For me, that is.
So before Chunky sir just pass on another question to Bhavna, I'll just ask him that how did it all begin? कैसे भावना
So like,
पहली नजर का प्यार था क्या?
But when you're talking about advantages of a marriage and how is it like being married, this is the only relative in life you can choose is your wife. The rest of everyone you inherit with you. So yeah,
that makes sense.
So it's been great 23 years and 2 years before knowing her. So almost silver jubilee happening.
Yeah, almost 25 years now. Yeah.
Also, you get reminded of the silver jubilee.
Yeah, actually you're right, because it's been 23 years and we dated for about a year and a half. So almost 25 years.
Chalo champagne kholte hai.
So I was asking you, Chunky, how did it all begin? Like, kya hua? Love at first sight tha, and what happened?
So मेरी flight miss हो गई थी. I was in Delhi judging a Miss India contest, the runners-up rounds, जहाँ choosing होती है Miss India's की. And तब तो Air India ही चलता था. There was no other airline. No, I think some airlines had started.
Yeah.
I think Jet and all had started. Correct, Sahara.
Yeah.
And मैं late हो गया as usual for my flight और मेरी flight miss हो गई. And मैं वापस आ गया. I was checked into the Moria hotel and I had nothing to do at night, so I went down to the nightclub Moria with a few. Moria is the hotel and Gungru is the nightclub. And मैं अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ गया था वहाँ and I saw this beautiful girl जो घर से भाग के आई थी. भाग के नहीं, घर से चोरी चुप के निकल के आई थी to the nightclub. And we met through her friend called Ivy.
Right.
She introduced us and we had a very hilarious conversation. और मैंने उनका number लिया. In fact, she didn't even write it down. She told me her number and I kind of memorized it.
Wow.
And that was the 1 hour we spoke, half an hour.
Not more than half an hour. And you can imagine in a nightclub over loud music and dark, how much can you see each other and speak? So it was like that. Whatever it was there in that half an hour.
Wow. So that was the moment. And you both remembered it like entirely.
See, I remembered it definitely because for me, I was meeting an actor showing interest in me.
Right.
Yeah, so for me, it was like really, really special because I was just out of college. I think my final year exams were on and we had sneaked out of the house. That's what he's talking about. घर से छुप के हम लोग बाहर गए थे. वो 1 घंटा night club में घूम. And my best friend Ivy was there and she introduced herself and spoke to Chunky a bit and then introduced him to me. And And for me, I remember it because it was like an actor taking interest, an actor taking my number, an actor remembering my number. So I think those things were exciting for me and very, very memorable.
Right, right. So, I mean, for me, it seems like a total filmy love story. So, who proposed to whom? वो proposal कैसे हुआ? Like finally deciding on to get married?
Shadi types.
Yeah,
Shadi types going.
No,
Mine.
to going out was never like the proposal or something. I think it was just we hit it off that time, and then after that I started flying. I was an air hostess with the Lufthansa, and I used to come to Bombay very often. And then we would meet up and go out, and we used to always go out with a group of friends, like my friends who were flying with me and Chunky's friends, and we used to have a lot of fun together.
right.
So it was a lot of like friendship even at that time, more than being in love or dating. It was, I think, just having a great time together.
Yeah, we had a blast together, and it was always with friends. And then Bhavna went away for a long flight, and I was shooting in Sikkim. I remember Sikkim. I was shooting.
Yeah.
And I really missed her, and मैं करता था, whenever I had time off from shooting or something, I would run to Delhi to meet her. And otherwise, we were on the mobile all the time talking. So it
Not
was
mobile,
like
landlines.
landlines, sorry,
Yeah,
landlines.
landlines.
So STD calls होते थे तब. So I
Right.
said, यार ये overseas Bombay Delhi वाला चक्कर, not overseas, but ये थोड़ा महंगा पड़ रहा है. कुछ पैसे बचाते, let's get together. That was my
Let's
thought
get
at least.
married. Okay.
So I remember I flew from Sikkim to Delhi, and she flew from Frankfurt to Delhi, and we went out again to the Moria that night.
Yeah, to Bali High.
Bali High.
So he finally decided to take me to like a fine dining, nice restaurant. It was called Bali High. It was at the Moria only. And, and it was the most unconventional proposal because he told me that, what you are always flying. You're either in Frankfurt or wherever when you're flying, and I'm also traveling. I'm either flying to meet you or I am making ISD and STD calls. So he actually told me, let's save money, let's get married. That was a proposal.
So
And I actually sang a song for you.
And he sang a song for me. I mean, my favorite song was, So Gaya. It still is one of my most favorite songs. And there was a live band at Bali High, and he went up on the stage and he took the mic and he sang.
It's so fantastic and so filmy, as I mentioned.
First time I sang without money.
Without being paid.
No, but like, you got somebody for life, I think, and as fabulous as Bhavna, I think.
और ये मेरे से 12 साल छोटी भी है, तो मेरी तो लॉटरी लग गई.
12 साल छोटी है, मतलब वो एज डिफरेंस कभी मैटर किया क्या?
I think being so much younger is an advantage because you can get away with a lot.
Yeah.
And she's only physically younger. I'm mentally 12 years younger than her.
Yeah, definitely.
So is Chunky as filmy as he is on screen, Bhavna? I mean, from what you are telling me, I can totally say that he is. But do you think so?
You know what? In certain times he gets very filmy, and there are times when we are arguing or we are shouting at each other or speaking, and then he'll give a very like a filmy dialogue in that. So I always listen, save it for the camera. Don't give it to me. I don't want to hear this. Please save it for the camera. And then there are a lot of times I say to him that if you had acted like this in front of the camera instead of me, you would have been a super duper star. So I feel like he does get filmy in, when he has to defend himself, he gets very filmy.
Yeah. He uses that as an escape. Okay, I get it.
100%. तब सारे फिल्मी डायलॉग निकलते हैं सारे.
Chunky, what is the best way to just fix everything if say Bhavna is upset over something, like रूठी हुई है तो मनाने का, what is the best way to sort that out?
I'm still trying to find out. There's no way to find out. No, but Bhavna however quickly she gets angry, वो quickly cool down भी करती है. So it's her with her nothing is permanent. I mean she forgives and forgets very very quickly. So
forgets don't.
Forget नहीं करती है, but forgive करती है.
Forgive yes, forgets no. It's there to remind after 6 months also.
जैसे jaundice का relapse हो जाता है ना, ये relapse भी होता है कभी.
Oh my God.
झगड़े का relapse हो जाता है.
Yeah, so and this is a loaded question. as we said कि थोड़ा सा गीता पर जो हाथ रखकर बोला था वो वाला question है. So did your relationship face any challenges because of his work, or the way you both belong to the industry in some way or the other, So largely because like how unpredictable the life is, especially of an actor. So did you go through some sort of phase that actually troubled you, but then you came out, just emerged like a winner out of it?
So see, I'm not from this industry at all.
Yeah.
I come from a family of professionals and nothing to do with the film industry. So yeah, I would say initially when we just got married, there used to be a lot of like possessiveness from my end, and like I used to get. I mean, when I look back today, I find it funny sometimes. But there used to be a lot of possessiveness. See, and also, when they are working together with so many beautiful women and they are actually friendly with them, and then I used to at times get possessive or get, I couldn't understand that. But then as you live in the industry and meet the people and grow with them, you realize that, it's also wonderful.
Yeah.
So I would say just initially the first couple of years of marriage, it was a little difficult to understand the whole thing. But otherwise, not really. Not really. I mean, we fight like any other couple does about many things, like wet towel on the bed or messing up the bathroom. That also we've sorted. Now we have separate bathrooms. And,
secret of a long marriage is separate bathrooms.
Separate bathrooms.
Oh my
definitely.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, with kids, their upbringing, one playing good cop, bad cop, things like that, like regular couples fight. Of course, we disagree a lot on that and fight a lot. But if you see, major thing was maybe just the initial adjustment of me getting into the whole film atmosphere.
Yeah.
And
No, but Bhavna, I was very possessive and about you too. I mean,
were you?
Yeah, now I'm telling you at least.
I mean, that's just the initial, because you don't understand each other's actions. It's coming from a very pure space and you're not like really meaning anything.
Yeah.
But it takes time for your partner to understand.
I think every marriage for the first year is always a big problem. And if it survives that first year, then it goes a long way. But the first year is always very difficult.
Yeah, and the first year, I think I must have packed my suitcase so many times.
I'm
going back to Delhi. And the funny part was I was pregnant in the first year of my marriage.
Right.
So it was like, anyway, my hormones were going absolutely crazy. So it was a double whammy.
I can imagine Chunky's horror though. Okay. So, does Ananya and Raisa think like, oh my God, like our parents are just so dreamy and they have a beautiful love story?
No, I don't think so. Because you know what? We are very, as I said, it's been more of a friendship than that.
Yeah, like even Valentine's Day, we've never really done anything on Valentine's.
My first year, we booked Zodiac Grill.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Yeah, I'm coming to that. In fact.
Only the first year, uski baad kuch nahi hua.
So what
I mean,
happened first year?
I think Chunky still expresses more than me, like he is a little still more affectionate in his words and, in his physical way.
Right.
He'll hug or something with the children and me. And the kids always go like, you, whatever, get a room or, some silly thing, and they just walk off. But I think with us, it's more like friendship than really like a lovey-dovey couple.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So,
also,
okay,
we had Ananya in our first year of our marriage. So in our very first wedding anniversary, Ananya was a part of it.
Right.
So like before we got married, we always had friends around. And after we got married, we've either, had our children or family and friends around at all times.
After the first day, we always had Ananya on Valentine's Day.
They with us, yeah.
Then came Raisa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Changi, to you, in fact, what if, say, Bhavna was an extremely popular actor, like, say, even, popular than you? Would that have changed equations between you two?
No, not at all. I'd be so happy. I'm so happy with the popularity she's got now after Bollywood Wives.
Yeah.
But in fact, Bhavna adapted so well and so fast because jaise wo aa gayi, she started even with Ananya in her stomach. I mean, she was modeling, till she didn't put on weight. And then she got a job after Ananya was born. She got a job in B4U, the channel. So she started hosting shows.
Right.
And she almost ended up doing a couple of television shows also.
Yeah, I mean, not really.
And then you did cook shows and, other things. So she adapted very well, got into the whole vibe of Bollywood, understood it. And then, I don't know, she just went a different way doing her events and,
Right.
then her business and other things.
Yeah, business, yeah. Yeah.
And then finally again back with Bollywood wives after so many years.
Yeah.
So it's the person, it's not the profession.
Mm-hmm.
Bhavna would have been, whatever she did would have been the same. If
How
you're
lovely.
talking about me, someone else, then we can talk differently.
Okay, so it's a time for a quick
So,
rapid.
so, so let me also tell you, when Bhavna married me, I was actually at the lowest phase of my career. I'd just come back from Bangladesh. I was
Hmm.
going around Bollywood trying to get work, going to
Yeah.
different offices and requesting them, please take me in movies. So there was a time where she was actually shooting more than I was
Yeah.
because she had a job before you, and pata chale like whole month she's shooting and I've been sitting at home. So aise hota tha. So I've been through that. My wife being a bigger star than me. Yeah.
No, I
Wow.
was never a big star.
Not
Maybe I
bigger,
was
but
just busy,
busier
little
star.
busier. Yeah, at
Busier
that time.
star.
Yeah.
So lovely, so lovely. I just wish that this just keeps going on. So thank you, and time for a rapid fire. To Bhavna now. Okay, so how's Chunky as a father? If you want to rate him out of 5.
As a father,
Yeah.
it's 5 on 5. He's
Oh,
fantastic father. Yeah.
okay.
I won't say that otherwise, but yes, he's a fantastic father.
So if he hasn't come home at night, where do you think he'll likely be? Like at a friend's place, drinking at a bar, or on the sets of a movie or a show?
No. If he's on the sets of a movie, I won't even think it's late in the night. I'll just be thinking he's working. The only time my antennas will go up or I'll be like, oh my God, it's late if he's at a bar drinking.
And I'm not picking up the phone.
And if he doesn't pick up the phone, he hadn't.
Yeah, yeah. So one movie that you didn't want Chunky to do, but he did.
Tell him about we were going to distribute cards. Kya hua tha?
Oh yeah. No, but you had already done that film. I don't want, something, honestly, I don't want to be rude about any film in life because every film has its own journey
Okay,
and its
without
own.
without taking a name. I mean, it's just
Okay, I won't take a name. I won't take the name, but I remember when we were getting married, and I'd gone to a friend's house to give the wedding card in Delhi, and their TV was on, and the trailer of that movie was on,
yeah.
and I didn't want him to be a part of that film, and his get up. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed.
And he's like, "Isse shaadi kar rahi ho?"
He was like, "Arey, card leke aaye," and look at that, and oh my God, he didn't look his decent best. Also, I would say.
So nice. So given a chance, Bhavna, what would be the one thing you would change about Chunky? Like A, his career choice, the whole Akhri Pasta dialogue and the entire thing around it, or his friends.
No, Aakhri Pasta dialogue is iconic. I would never want him to change
That's
that.
what I mean. Yeah, I mean, but I've seen you being annoyed in so many shows whenever he says that.
No, I know I get annoyed, but thanks to that dialogue, I mean, today even the children know him. And that
Absolutely,
dialogue
they
is
love him.
iconic. They love him, yeah. So
Yeah.
I would say there's nothing really. I mean, he's got wonderful friends, honestly. They are really, really nice.
Career choice.
Career choice, I would never say no. Never, 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 because I think he's been the best at whatever he's done. Rest, there's so many other factors. There's destiny, there's fate. There's so many things. I mean, he's so hardworking and he does his best. I would never, and I'm not just saying it to praise.
Let me
Yeah,
rephrase it then. So what
please.
would be the one thing that you
I would
change
like
in
to
the
change.
past?
Okay, I would, what? Sometimes I think like if even when you're telling him something serious and his
Yeah.
reaction is very like casual and candid and funny to it. So I
Yeah.
would want him to be serious sometimes, especially when it is genuinely a serious topic.
Yeah. But Bhavna, you know
There-
what? Let me tell you, this is not just Chunky, and I believe that this is with all the husbands.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I can say
Thank
that.
you.
Please don't give him that free pass to do it because it is so annoying. Sometimes I'm like, listen, this is something serious and whatever, and you'll be like, no, yeah, whatever, leave it. Or joke about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So last question to you, Bhavna. What is that
Yeah.
one thing that he cannot tolerate? Like something that absolutely triggers him and he loses his cool.
Wastage of food.
Mm.
He
Okay.
cannot take that. So, the times we go to restaurants or even at home, if we put too much in our plate or order too much and then waste it, oh my God, that drives him crazy. And
Mhm.
sometimes all three of us, Ananya, Raisa, and me get very excited and we start ordering a lot, which we
Yeah.
do. And if we can't finish it, then he gets.
I don't even order when we go out.
Because he's like, I know you all will waste, I'll finish it.
So this is something taught me by my father that there's so many people who don't have food on their plate. So
Yeah.
whatever you're lucky you have it, don't waste it, and
Yeah.
don't let anyone else waste it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I
nice.
try to tell kids that. I'm sure they will grow up and do the
Now
same
they're
thing.
grown up. They're doing it.
Such a fabulous thing to know, Chunky. Okay, to you now. Over to you. How's Bhavna as a mother? Rate her out of 5.
5, she's 10 on 5. She's a hands-on mother. I mean, I couldn't have thought of. She's brilliant. I mean, she's strict with them. She loves them. She's possessive about them, and sometimes she's also so soft towards them.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
play the good cop, bad cop. I'm always having fun with them, and being
Yeah.
easy, and she can get tough. But sometimes when I get tough, she can get really soft with them. So she's a great mom. Yeah. I'm so
Yeah.
lucky that
They are lucky.
they are lucky, and I'm lucky that you're such a good mom to the
I think
kids.
there's so much sugary sweet coming on Valentine's. Come on, now ask some question that you get in trouble with.
Okay, so Bhavna, there's a situation now. Okay, so Bhavna has cooked something for you, and you don't like it. You don't like it. What is the best way to let her know that it's not good without offending her? Okay, A, just make her eat with yourself. B, telling her directly, and C, take a bite and then say, I don't feel like eating anymore.
Oh my God, there's no fourth option. ना तो I remember the first जब हमने शादी की थी,
Yeah.
मैं first day or second day of
Just the first
1 week.
1 week maybe.
So
And
I
that
said,
was only time.
I decorated and I made a nice kitchen and I said, Bhavna, now we must cook and all. We had a cook, but Bhavna said, yeah, we should, cook healthy food. So Bhavna went to the kitchen and she made butter chicken.
How is that healthy?
So there was butter on one side and chicken on one side. And I took a bite and I said, and she told me later she made it that way that I never asked her to cook in my life again, which I've never asked her to cook.
Honestly, I can't cook to save my life and I will make no bones about it. So I wanted to say those options don't exist because I don't cook.
अरे मैंने सोचा दिल्ली वाले दिल्ली वाले they have that thing of food and taste
No,
and all. I
that's
thought
actually stereotyping though.
और ये इसकी मम्मी
Yes.
बहुत अच्छी कुक है,
Yes.
बहुत अच्छी कुक है.
So you can say that. You can't say कि दिल्ली वाले अच्छे खाना बनाएंगे.
नहीं तो खाने में मस्त है.
That's also stereotype.
Stereotype. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, but Delhi knows food, so I thought Bhavna knows food. She knows
I
how
know
to
food.
She knows how to eat food, but she doesn't know how to cook.
I can't.
Actually, I'm a better cook.
Yeah, he bakes. Chunky bakes.
I do cake baking and all this.
Okay, moving forward. So what is one thing that she cannot tolerate? Something that absolutely triggers her and she loses her cool.
So when we're going out, मैं हमेशा बाहर जाने के पहले I have to go to the washroom.
Yeah.
And I have to go for a long one, not a short one.
Oh.
And this is when Bhavna is absolutely ready to go. I say 1 minute, I have to go.
Yeah, I've seen
And
that.
That happens with you also?
No,
Oh my
I've
God.
seen that in the show.
Sure, yeah.
तो ये है मेरा problem है because I have a problem. I cannot go to a bathroom outside my house. That's why I've never been to Big Boss also. I have to be on my own pot. So this is a fight every time we go out and फिर भावना का मूड खराब हो जाता है, मुझे पटाना पड़ता है उसको. So this is a regular thing. It's not changed for 23 years.
See, it's not about going to the bathroom. I have no issues with that. But go half an hour earlier. Now, when I'm ready at the door, that's when he decides to go.
Yeah.
And then I have to come back and sit down and wait. It's so irritating.
But can you tell me, can anyone time nature's call? You can't here. जब होता है तब होता है.
I think
you're the call coming whenever we are doing.
Yeah, I'm out of it. This is just between you two. I can't say. So
Yeah.
okay, so given a chance, what would be the one thing you'd change about Bhavna? A, her fashion picks. B, her choice of friends. 3, and hear this out, the fact that she's a fabulous mother and outshines you in being a parent most of the time.
First you said fashion.
Fashion picks. Yeah. The second is the choice of friends.
She's very fashionable and her choice of
Very
clothes are
good,
very
I
good.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever she chooses for herself and for us and for the kids. So she's got a good eye for that.
Yeah.
Second are her friends. No, she's got some very sweet friends.
You were going to say cute.
Cute. Thank God I didn't say. I said sweet only. And third, you said what?
The fact that she's a fabulous mother and outshines you in being the best
yeah.
parent.
नहीं भाई, yeah, that way. मैं कुछ भी करूं बच्चों के लिए, yes. I have that complaint because I've called both my kids. I've called them, where's mama? I'm talking to them. Where's mama? Where's mama? Anything is mama, mama, mama. Papa कुछ भी करे, it's where's mama. So yes, that is a big point. I would like to get little more brownie points and go one up with her on the kids at least.
So lovely, Chunky. Okay, so before you,
And
just like two tips, one from each of you, like relationship that you want to share.
give
What?
I think
relationship.
Bhavna has already shared when she said that,
Yeah,
it's all about
friend.
friendship. And Shanki, I
Yeah.
think the ball is in your court.
Never lie to your wife, because if you get caught, it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
So try to tell the truth. थोड़े डंडे खाओ, but tell the truth, and तब, because बाद में बहुत solid डंडे पड़ते हैं. I think the most advantage, the most best tip is to be truthful. I think,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you're not
Honest.
happy, then be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honesty is very important. Yeah. And
Yeah.
honesty, you don't have to say it in your mood. पता चलता, like, so be yourself. You don't have to pretend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much for being with us.
Thank,
It was absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Thank you and congratulations. I wish you the best.
thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.